looks concerned and engineered by trade. One blow was enough. Velocirippa being counted down by the red bot. Shunt is in there, of course, because we know now that the Ripper has been immobilised by that hammer on the back of the alien. I told you to watch for it. And I think Velocirippa, as the crowd dictates, will be left in the pit. There he goes from Shunt. Left in the dank darkness to vegetate, and that's the first turn-up of this heat.
Velocirippa is extinct. The alien has landed. The alien goes through. Well done. That was fun, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Did you enjoy that?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, you're tiny. You can hardly see over the tide, can you? Tell you what, that spinning hammer...
It's good.
It's vicious, though, isn't it?
It does some damage, yeah, it does.
How fast does it spin?
1,000 RPM.
1,000
7
RPM.
kilos. They're 2 1.5 kilo lump hammers. 85 miles an hour on the end of that. They're moving at.
It was doing some damage as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, popped a few dents. It's probably knocked some wires loose in there, but that's half of what it's about. You know, like some of them are pretty well armoured, but you can knock them about inside.
Wasn't that smashing?
Yeah.
It was brilliant, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Are you enjoying yourself?
Yeah.
Do you like it on Robot Wars?
Yeah.
Wave to the crowd. Go on. Give him a wave! Ladies and gentlemen, the alien has landed!
Well done, guys. The alien has a fan club, and why not impressive Velocirippa out. Next up, Napalm 2 against Warhog.
From New Ash Green, Napalm.
A large titanium-hulled wedgie thing with vicious snarling fangs, or so they tell me. Steel spikes attached to the rotary arm. Their 4th attempt at Robot Wars, once reached the semi-finals.
From Hull, Warhog.
A heavy drum spins around the hub here with 2 blades attached. 4-wheel drive, 2 home-designed and built gearboxes. An actuator lifts one end to assist steering. A wok provides the robot's helmet.
Roboteers, stand by.
The Warhog machine, Paul Stevenson operating the weapons in there with Mark Chalmers, the driver, and Colin Hare, the team tactician. I'm good to see the Napalm team back again. Teacher David Crosby, in the middle Michelle Davey, Vicky Allgood at the controls. Shunt is in the arena again. Watch for the pushing power. And Matilda will tusk you, will churn you with the flywheel, generally disgust you.
3, 2, 1, activate.
Napalm moves first. Has always been a wee bit fragile with the titanium hull in the past. Semi-finalists way back in Series 2, knocked out in the heats ever since, and very sluggish it would seem. That's the back of the Warhog team. This is rather tentative, isn't it? Not the quickest robots around. Neither can get beyond 8-mile-an-hour top speeds. It's all a little bit tentative. Are we watching this in slow motion? Down goes the blade of Napalm. Looks like one of those nodding donkeys you see out in the oil fields of Texas. Up and down with a slow and steady rhythm, and Matilda waits. And again, if you go into what we call the CPZ, the corner patrol zone, it means that the house robots can attack you, and they've got problems there. I think Warhog up in the control booth. Paul Stevenson and Mark Chalmers and Colin Hare desperately, trying to get some electrics to work. And Warhog is just being slowly eased around the arena by Napalm. Well, the lights were blinking in the snout of the hog, but there's very little life elsewhere, and now Matilda, the Refbot takes a glance, but Matilda came out there and did a little bit of damage. Napalm has Warhog pressed to the arena. Get out of the way, says the Refbot. I want to see if Warhog has been immobilised here. I want a closer check. Napalm would be well advised to get away from that flame pit. Steer out of danger's reach. The Warhog just pushed by the Refbot into the middle of the arena so that we can see if there is life in there. When it's moving very slowly now. Is Napalm immobilised? This is most curious. The ref spot has to check on Napalm being controlled by Vicky Organ. Fighting here at the controls of Napalm. Warhog seems to be on fire on the flame pit. Not the sturdiest or most reliable of robots, these two. It'll go to the judges. Let's be honest, they don't need a pocket calculator to total up the points scored, do they?
The judges have made their decision. Now, let me explain. They reckon that both robots were immobilised at the end of the fight. So they've gone on the action during the fight. And they reckon that you guys were a lot more aggressive. They've gone for Napalm! Guys, there was one of the things they sort of said was that your weapon wasn't working from the start.
It's not working from the start. I reckon we've left the earth lead off it.
What happened?
I've absolutely no idea. When we came in earlier on, they didn't really want to spin the weapon out there. And of course we didn't check it, and it's not running.
Oh, guys. Disappointed?
Very disappointed.
Yeah. But these are nice people. You've lost to nice people. Never mind. They deserve it. Hey, you hear that? You deserve it. How do you feel about that?
Wicked.
You were doing the driving, weren't you?
Aye.
Aye. Not bad driving, actually.
Thank you.
How far do you think you can go? There's a lot of big boys out there.
There's a lot of big boys out there. To be honest with you, before we were going out to these guys, we saw their acts, their spinning disc working around earlier on. We thought, no chance. So Vicky's only chance was to drive it into the wall, hopefully before the disc started.
They forgot to plug it in, though.
But they didn't tell us.
Bad habits seem to have rubbed off on them.
Your bad habits have rubbed off on you. See, it's catching. Bad habits are catching. Ladies and gentlemen, go ballistic for the Napalm posse!
Napalm through on the judge's decision. Warhog crash out. Next up, Thermidor 2 and Prizephita Mach 2.
From Costasy, Thermidor 2.
A lobster with claws and flipper, gas pressurised weaponry, 24-volt electric drive, top speeds of 15 miles an hour, semi-finalists in the last wars, much improved. Watch out for them. This is no Santa Claus.
From Kesgrave, Prizephita Mach 2.
A wedge shape, a World War II Spitfire airbrushed onto the leading surface with flashing guns for show, but a flipper for real and spikes too. This Prizefighter has a nasty jab.
Roboteers, stand by.
Thermidor. Look out for them. Much improved David Harding and Ian Harvey. And Prizefighter. Roy Alcott, brother Eddie, and Bill Morse a friend. The House Robots, Sergeant Bash with the long-range flamethrower. And getting in closer for the tussle, Shunts, Axe and Scoop.
3, 2, 1, activate.
So, will the Prizefighter come out punching its weight? Oh no! Thermidor immediately flipping the Prizefighter Mach 2 over, tossing 96 kilos through the air there with the CO2 pressurised flipper. Needs to dodge the front flipper of the Prizefighter. Didn't. Foolish driving, self-rights. Good style from Ian Harvey, who's driving Thermidor. David Harding is the weapons operator and working well in tandem. But again, Prizefighter. This is flipping good stuff, isn't it? Good old battle, this. Best of the heat so far. Very close, tenacious, tigerish. There you can see the Thermidor team. Concentration etched on faces. Over they go again. Real close quarters stuff, this. I mentioned Prizefighter's jab. Thermidor hooked out to the side of the arena. Can't right itself properly to get the flipper working in an aggressive mode. Still mobile now. They're right way up. Strange that Prizefighter didn't go in there for the kill. Should maybe have closed and got more points on the board. Don't know. Thermidor again turned on its side. So Prizefighter for me must be on top here. If it goes to the judges. Thermidor, you spent too much time on your backside, as it were. moving forward, but mobile? Have they expended too much energy and righted themselves? Oh, a lick of flame from Sergeant Bash. We told you it was a long-range weapon. Now Prizefighter goes in for the big KO punch. But for me, Thermidor is about to be counted out. Yes, indeed, the red box in there. And this is another major surprise in this heat. Ian Harvey and David Harding, splendid competitors in the past, are to go at the first hurdle.